They be like, forgive and forget. No, I'll forgive. That forgetting part, I can't forget it because
Mm-mm.
this is what will shield me from doing the same thing over or doing it repetitively. That right there, not forgetting, like it's like when you touch the stove and it was hot.
Yes.
You're like, oh no.
Ain't doing that.
Exactly. So if you didn't remember that, you'll continuously touch the stove to get the same reaction. No, you don't want that. Remember it, feel it, get hurt by it, get up and do it again. So this way, now when you see that stove, you be like, you know what? Let me put that glove on and now go do what you got to do. You learn how to protect yourself now. And if you like yourself, you'll protect yourself.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Beauty in You podcast. I am so excited, you guys. This episode you're going to love, and it's going to be filled with, I think may go on a little emotional roller coaster, but it's going to be packed with a lot of energy for sure. Today, we have an incredible special guest with us, someone whose energy and charisma lights up every room she enters. She is not just any event MC. She is a dynamic public speaking strategist and vendor profit coach with a gift for motivating and commanding attention like no other. With a passion for empowering women entrepreneurs, she has dedicated her career to training women on how to generate impressive profits at every vending event. And here's the kicker. They don't even need to invest in a sales booth. Her unique approach and magnetic presence has made her a sought after figure in the public speaking world. Her sessions are filled with actionable insights, powerful strategies, and an infectious enthusiasm that leaves her audience inspired and ready to conquer the world. Welcome to the Beauty in You podcast, Ernee Peppers. I am so happy to have you today. I am so excited for this.
I'm excited. And it's nice that when you actually hear who you are, I don't know if it has been done to you, but every time someone tells and just says and just edifies me, it just makes me boom. Like, wow, I want to meet her.
Yes. Because oftentimes we're going. We don't take the 5 seconds to reflect on what we've actually accomplished because we're always trying to get to somebody's Z, instead of looking back at all the great things we've already done. And you've done so much.
Yeah, but come on, girl, let's get into it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
spill the tea, honey.
Listen, so I have spent hours watching your YouTube, watching your dynamic journey over the past 9 years, up until your recent event last month, being an MC. And all I felt was energy, energy. And I love that. I love what you bring to the room. But you already know this is called the Beauty in You. So we got to go it back a little bit, roll it back. I want you to start with your rediscovery journey and what led you to be the dynamic woman you are today.
Okay. Now I'm going to take y'all back a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. Give y'all a little bit of behind the action because I ended up this way. I didn't start this way. All right. So since you've already told all the glitz and the glam, let's take it back to the dirt. Okay. So now let's go. I was born August 31st, 1966. But when other people are born and when children are born into the world, like my children, people are happy to see them. They're happy. They're welcomed. They're like, oh my God. I was the total opposite. I was 3 pounds, 6 ounces. And I'm a love child from my father and my mom. My dad was married when he met my mom and had me. I was born 3 pounds, 6 ounces and caused chaos. Chaos. Boom, boom. Okay. The arguing, the bickering, the fighting, the this, the that, breaking up families, putting families back together, doing whatever. And guess what they did to me? Ship me up out of here and send me to Trinidad to be with the rest of my brothers and sisters. Okay. So I became the whole factor in this whole playground of what my life ended up being today. Now, fast forward. My mom, I never met my mom. She shipped me off at 2 years old. So I really didn't know my mom. At 8 years old, they told me that she passed on. Didn't meet my mom. And it's kind of hard to feel anything for someone that carried you, birthed you, but you didn't know. Kind of hard. So I had no emotions, but I didn't begin to get emotions until I had my children. Do you know what I mean by that?
I understand. Yeah.
Because I didn't know what it was. My dad sent for me from Trinidad to come back up here to the States. And now I am face to face with the lady that my mom and her had a lot of chaos going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Of course.
Got it. I did. I paid all the price that my mom, all the bickering, the fighting, I paid the price for all of that. The beatings, the no eatings, the no bathings, the calling names, from the whores to the bees to you ain't never gonna be ish. You are gonna be just like your mom. You're gonna be breaking up families. You're gonna be a whore. You're gonna be just everything that she ever wanted to say to my mom. She said it to me. I held on to that. And when I came up here from Trinidad, I had a thick Trinidadian accent.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you come up here to America, that accent is really, when you're around kids, it's funny to them. It's weird to them. It's different. So I took on a lot of teasings, a lot of joking. I took on that. And again, that too, I held on. Again. And that made me not speak. Between the chaos that I'm going through at 8 at home and then at school, I became a fighter. I fought. I just fought and fought and fought. I would fight. But I ended up in this ladies' class named Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor was the one that used to put on these fabulous plays. It's called the Spring Concert. I don't know if you guys ever did the Spring Concert.
Yes.
And it's like, it's party time. Everyone is playing their instruments, they're singing, they're dancing. It's the end of the year. So this is what she did. She ended up doing this amazing play. And boy, oh boy, this was when I lit up. Oh my God. I would like to do that. But I had one problem. I didn't speak. That was a big problem. You can't be in nobody play if you ain't speaking.
If
Okay.
you ain't talking.
A lot of talking. Okay. So once I got into her class, the first time, as soon as we get in her class that day, she have everybody say their name. Look who couldn't say their name. Okay. Then she made me say my name. And then after that, that was it for the rest of the day. So I became what we know today as a texter. I invented the texting. Okay.
There you go.
Remember when we used to put, do you like me? Yes, no, or maybe. And then just pass it back. I did that to my teacher. And I asked her, Miss Taylor, can I be in the play? So after that, she calls me in the back and she says, look, outside in the hallway. And she said, look, I would love for you to be in the play, but you have to do one thing for me. You have to speak. I just gave up. Well, I guess I'm just not going to speak. I'm just not going to be in your play. But I'm in her class. Everyone that's in her class participates in the play. Right. So she said, I have an idea for you. This is your homework assignment. I need for you to go and look at your favorite TV show. And I need for you to act like one of them and do the script with that person. Like that person. Don't be you, because you don't talk. But I need for you to be the person that you see on TV and come back into class and do it. At that particular time, we were looking at, well, little did Miss Taylor knew, I couldn't look at TV. I couldn't look at TV until the weekend. So it happened to be, the weekend. So she gave me a note and I gave it to my stepmom and it says for me to do homework and I had to look at TV shows. They were looking at Soul Train and Flip Wilson and Cher, Sonny and Cher. So I picked the person that I thought was hilarious, which was the Flip Wilson show, Geraldine. Okay. She was just, She was all that. So I came to class and I did that. I used to wear my hair in 3. So I took the hair out and, our hair can, form into a semi-afro. So I became that person. And the class laughed, the teacher smiled, and she said, you can do this. What I did is what I teach today. It's become an alter ego. Everyone does this. You have your Beyoncé's, everyone that performs has an alter ego so that this way they can perform and be who they would like to see when they're sitting in the seat. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
So this is what I teach. This is what I became. And this is what I continuously done in order for me to speak, have fun, and just, I guess what, blend. And this is what I've been doing from there on. I started becoming someone that I wanted to be instead of who I was being. I don't know, who I was being at home and taking on what it was. So I didn't want to show that. And I became the person I wanted to be without showing that things was going on eruptively at home. And this is who I am.
Wow. Wow. That's all you can say after that.
Don't come out of that. Some people don't come out of it. They're wearing it. That's who they are. They live it and they move on and they pass it on to their children, pass it on, pass it on. I didn't want to do that.
Right.
That was against my religion. Okay.
So what you did was, it's what I talk about often, is breaking the cycle. Like, we're breaking the cycle. Like, our kids will not wear our traumas, right? We go through a lot and we're not going to pass that on. And that is what you did. I want to go back a little bit because I want to give a shout out to Miss Taylor, right? Because she saw something in you and she gave you a tough assignment, which is, you want to do this. I need you to show up. But she took the extra time to give you that. Yes. But then I want to also give a shout out to you, because what an environment. What a crazy environment, and what fear, like how fearful, even though it's a homework assignment, to give that note to say, I got to watch TV. And the thought process of like, what if they say no, even though it's a homework assignment, or what if I can't show up? So it's kudos for you also for like, you know what? It's homework. I got to do it. I got to do it.
And I knew that they were about education. So I knew this one can be done. So you pass it on and boom, it happens. So I was very glad for that. I was very happy for that. That it later on, now I'm looking back, it definitely molded me into who I am today.
Would you say that your alter ego, did she have a name back then?
No, I guess I will say my name is Ernestine, right?
Ernestine.
And so I guess I created Ernee.
Okay. Perfect.
So I would say that that's what the difference is. Ernee is explosive. Mm-hmm. Ernestine is quiet.
Yeah.
It's quiet. And I can be really set back. I could. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't like that.
You're so funny.
I like Ernee, honey.
We like Ernee. Yeah.
Everyone enjoys Ernee. I enjoy it. But there is a time where Ernestine shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When I am not because they think that I'm like this all day long at the house. No, I'm pretty much Ernestine at the house. Mm-hmm. Because this is where you get your chance to do homework, to do your research, to move forward, to be creative. Because that's what I am. I'm creative. So I need that time to be creative until I step out the door. And it's like, you step out the door, it's like, showtime. Mm-hmm. It's like that. And I think if a lot of people can be like that and stop holding on to life that you had no control over. I had no control over this. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to lose my mom. I didn't ask for any of it. Right. Would I have liked to have known my mom like any other kid? I have 2 children. Yes, they love their mom. And I like being a mom and being there. But I didn't have that. And that's when I started missing my mom. Mm-hmm. You understand that?
Understand completely.
Because I really didn't know her. I didn't know her, not really. I didn't know her at all. Mm-hmm. But I started missing her when I had my son. And I found out all the stuff that I missed out on. and the loves, the hugs, the being there for you. And just, I just missed it. At that particular time, that's when I felt I miss my mom. And I wish I had my mom to have done this. And I found out that I missed out on a whole lot of stuff. But how are you able to give it if you never receive it?
Hard. It's hard.
Like you said, I wanted to break the chain. And I didn't want them. I know how hard and difficult it was for me. Now, why would I want to bring that burden onto my children?
Exactly.
And I think it's very selfish when a mother or a father wants to do that. Oh, well, it happened to me. No, you didn't have a choice in the matter. But what you do now, you have a choice now to make that right with your generation. And that's what I decided to do. I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it right. And they're not going to have any inkling of any type of life that I went through. Not saying that I spoiled them and gave them everything, because I only gave them what I can afford, what I can give them. I didn't spoil them rotten. I didn't do all that because I didn't have it to do.
Right.
But what I did give them is the love, and I respect my children. I gave them that respect. A lot of people don't respect their children because they feel, oh, it's no. You have to give respect in order to receive respect. That's it. So I changed it. I broke the chain, and let's go. Let's
go. It's important. It's important to heal. And a lot of what I do is healing, right? I talk about the importance of healing because healing is going to get us to our goal, right? We have a lot of traumas that we go through. We have a lot that we bring onto us, but we have to do that healing part. But motherhood, let me talk about that real quick. I was scared to be a mom. Absolutely scared to be a mom because of not receiving those things, like being affectionate with your mom and all those things. Like me and my mom are close now, but I was terrified because I did not know, how am I going to give this love that I didn't necessarily get? How am I going to break the chain? Like, what am I going to do that's different? And then the love I felt when I had my son, I was like, oh, okay. All right. This is what that is. And sometimes in the first, like, he loves hugs. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, have the hug. Because I wasn't used to that. But they are very affectionate. My kids are very, very affectionate. They are very emotional. They talk about their feelings. And that's what I want. I was like, I have to be the change. I cannot wear the burden of what I went through. And as I got older, I started to realize, going back in the memories that I have of my mom, is that she was growing up too. Like we were kind of like she was raising me, but she was still had a lot of growing to do herself. And she didn't know what she didn't know. But you don't get there until later in life when you start to look back and be like, oh, okay. I see that now. Right. I see that now. And those triggers that do come up and how to deal with that. I want to ask you, what advice would you give someone who may have gone through those traumatic episodes of abuse in their childhood, and those triggers do occur? What advice would you give them into how they deal with those triggers?
Wow. Everyone deals with situations and traumas and anything that you go through. Everyone will start off the same, but everyone will end up doing it so different. How I end up doing it is because I had a best friend, and I ended up being around her family. And when I seen that it was possible to have a family of brothers and sisters that can actually love you, I end up being in the family, and they loved me. They were looking out for me. I had to be home at a certain time. They would change their whole Thanksgiving and all those dinners to make it earlier so I can be there. Baby, that's powerful. That's love. And not realizing what my girlfriend mom was doing, now I see that was love. She'll come in, we hug, we do, and she will also give me baths because I wasn't allowed to take a bath, but on certain days. So I would come in, she would Ernestine, give me those clothes, take those clothes off. She'll put it in the washing machine. She'll do it. Take a shower, and that's love. She didn't come out and say, hey, I love you, but that right there is love. So when you see that there is a possibility that someone else can love you, you now start turning and changing and softening up a little bit and allowing things to just flow. Now, when you end up coming into, we'll say, a relationship, which I've been with my husband since I was 19, I brought a lot of things into the relationship, the traumas, I brought it in. I also held a lot back because I didn't want him to see me as so. I wanted him to see me as the girlfriend, not the girlfriend with the lunch. Mm-hmm. And the more you try to fight it, the more it comes up. So I went on to, when I came to a point where I couldn't hold on and handle it anymore, where I was now being depressed, it was now taking a hold of me. It was being more than what I can handle because I never handled it. If you never handle something that's wrong, you never handle it, it becomes bigger. Mm-hmm. Bigger and bigger. And by the time it got like this, it was unbearable. I can't handle it. I can't do it. And I became depressed and just unhappy. What you like to do? I don't know. Mm-hmm. You don't know because you're so blocked with what happened, and I held on to it, that it was just, I knew that I liked to do TV. I knew I loved the stage. I knew I loved these things because when I did it, oh, baby, I was a totally different person. But then right after you walk off and you go home, you picked it up. And it was too much for me. So I decided to go to this place called Landmark. Landmark will never, ever advertise. And what it is, it's a place that I was in a room with 349 people, straight in a room. And no one knew each other. When I went to this program, they said, you're going to be here from 9 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Like, what y'all going to do to us that you going to do? They was like, yeah. But by 12 o'clock, we kick you out. Come on. So we go on and we do it. They didn't say nothing. They went on and we came the next day. It was a two-day course. Everyone bring your trauma. Bring it as big as you want it. Bring it. And we went on and we're in this room, 350 of us. We were not introduced because we're not there to make friends. That's first and foremost. We're not there to, no. I don't know you. She don't know anyone beside. We don't know each other. So the guy in the front, I totally forgot his name, but he starts speaking and he brings you up from when your mom and dad just met and they end up, making out, they have you and then woo, you're in the stomach and, it's a happy time. And as you come out, everybody's loving you. And that part for me, that wasn't good for me. So then it goes on and now you're one. One wasn't good for me either. Some people, they're laughing, because you're now remembering where you were at that time. Right. No matter how old you end up reminding yourself where you were at 1 and 2 years old. I end up 2 years old. Then he says, now you're 3. I started getting happy because now I'm 3 years old, but I'm in Trinidad. Yeah. I'm with my aunties, my uncles, all the family. I'm with everyone. And now that's where my happiness is. And it goes through the stages of you learning what's right, what's wrong. You start going to school, you pick up bad habits, and you're doing your thing. Mine, and then he goes on through 8 years old. It was mine. Because he's telling the story what goes on, your transformation in those ages. 8 years old, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Before then, you would hear people scream out. They're crying. And he tells them, leave them alone. Don't touch them. Go through it. And they're crying and they're screaming. People are actually standing up and they're screaming. And that wasn't my age. I'm good.
Right.
Everybody have their own age when they spaz out. Mine started when he's like, yeah, now you're 8 years old. You're in third grade, and you're getting to be a big person. Not me. My 8 years old came that this is where I went face to face with stepmother. I would say a scorned stepmother, Black woman that was, oh my God, you decided to take on your husband's outside child and still remain in the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I salute her, but she went through a lot. Now you have to look at me every day as a reminder of what happened. So you go through it. Then you're getting the beatings and the touching and that. You're just going through it. I even came into having a brother, which was a year apart. His name was Ernest. And, don't touch him. You can't hit him. You can't. I went through it all. My biggest time and my favorite time was when I went to school. And when I was on my way home, I had an allergy problem. But I now know that was stress. 2 blocks away from the house, I would constantly sneeze. And when I was taken to the doctor, they said, nothing's wrong with you. Because I couldn't tell the story about what was going on. I couldn't tell.
Right.
But I also knew that I was fighting in school. I was always on punishment, always getting beat. So it's either I'm going to get beat at home, so I might as well win this fight now. You see how that goes? Win now, because you're going to beat you're going to get beat if you're right or you're wrong. Oh, I was mean. Oh, I wasn't mean. I was just unhappy with what was going on. So it goes on and get there. I think it stopped when high school. Okay. High school is when it stopped. All that stuff stopped. And I'm now in a performing school. I'm performing, I'm doing this, but she saw seeing that I'm happy. And now, how can I get her back? So I would come home and like, look, I'm going to perform in so-and-so. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm going to. She would even let me go to rehearsal. Yeah, when is the show? Tell her, oh, it's Monday or whenever, Friday. Wait good, girl. Wait good. Did rehearsal, do everything that I had to do. Will even buy me the costumes or give money towards the costumes. Okay. Day of the show. Said, you ain't going.
No way.
Go back in the room. You're not going.
Wow.
So I'm the one, I took the lead parts. I took the bigger parts. And what are you going to tell these people? They would call the house. We'd get up. Wouldn't answer the phone.
Wow.
So I had to go to school. What are you going to do now? So you had to make up something. I'm sick. Or whatever. You have to make up something to, but what? So I did it again. We had another one. Same exact thing happened. How you let me go? Fine. So I would get beat for asking questions.
Wow.
Okay, but I got it next time though. I got it. Figured it out. I would tell her the day of the show was rehearsal. I got it now.
Got it.
Then she'll say, and the day of the show? I'm like, oh, I'm going to the show. She'll say again, you're not going. Okay.
Got it.
Done. It was over. I was going to go to a friend's house. And that was it. She never came to any of the shows. None of them came to the shows. They never supported like that. If my child have a show, I wouldn't care where it's at. I'm there.
I'm going.
That's the support. All right. But again, that wasn't your mother. That's what you have to put in. That's not your mother, girl. That's why. But she never did that to my brother. But my brother wasn't creative like that. He wasn't, she supported him with the Boy Scouts and, certain things like that. But he wasn't creative like me. And so there was no support there either. And this is how I ended up finding out how I can like trick her into letting me go and perform and still be in what I love to do. And that was it. After high school, I was told I had to leave, get out, bye, you're done. And I was kicked out after high school.
Wow.
Even though it was one of the happiest times of my life, happiest, because I didn't have to deal with it anymore.
Right.
And my godmother, and which was amazing. And I've been happy, but I still had that thing inside. Going back to having, being with a boyfriend and, all that, we're living together. Some of the stuff was coming out. And that's when I ended up saying that I can't take it anymore. I'm going to Landmark. Landmark cured us in 1 weekend.
Wow.
Whatever anyone was going through, 1 weekend, you are cured. He makes you get on the phone and speak to the person who did it to you. Girl.
Now, how was that conversation?
Woo. That conversation, I hadn't talked to her. And on the other side of the phone, because he said, don't come back in this room until you do that. Oh my God. For breakfast, I had a bagel, a plain toasted bagel with cheese and bacon and a ginger ale. I still do that to today.
Wow.
I got on the phone and I said, hi. Ernestine? Yes. I said, I wanna talk to you. I said, could you sit down, please? I said, I'm sitting down. I said, I want to forgive you. Everything. The beating, touching, name calling, the cursing. I'm even sorry that my mother did this to you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. It was like, but I said, not your time. I want you. And I said, I want you to spend the rest of your life not worrying about me, and I will never contact you again. After that phone call, I had to regurgitate. I regurgitated this big ball of mucus. And I told you, I had a bagel, ginger ale. None of that came up. It was a ball of mucus that was in that black bag that I threw up. And after that, it was like I was light.
Wow.
I threw up that little girl.
You did.
That stuff that I was holding on to, got rid of it. And from that day on, I said that I'm going to help other people get over their traumas. You can do it in 1 weekend if you desperately want to get rid of it. Some people just want to hold on to it, but you can get rid of it in 2 days. 2 days you can do this if you want to get rid of it and if you want to be a better you.
Yes.
But some people don't want to be a better you. They want to use it as a crutch. They want to use it to get over. They want to use it to get in front of the line. They want to use it they want to use it as long as they're able to get over. And it's a get over tactic. Because what happened to you in 3rd grade, you had a fight or whatever it may be, if it didn't destroy you physically, take an eye out or an arm or something, if it didn't destroy you physically, I think you can work on the mental.
Yes.
Because we're growing every day, minute for minute for minute for minute, we're growing. And if you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it, but it has to be until you want to get rid of it. Rather than that, you wear it, that's you, put your little face on, be ugly and be ugly to other people because that is your choice.
Yep. That part. Because we have choices. Choices. And it's definitely all about being intentional. I talk a lot about being intentional about your actions, be intentional about your healing, be intentional about your journey. we are a product of our experiences. Yes, we're supposed to go through that and we're supposed to take the lesson from it and then decide what we're going to do from it. But life sucks. It sucks. That's the truth. It sucks.
Dude, life can't always be nice.
There you go.
You know, when you meet people that has been given everything and they get into a situation where they have nothing, you can't do anything. So don't spoil them. Go on, get your lumps and your bumps. So this way, now you'll know how to go through things. Go through it. Nobody said that you were the only one. You're not the only one that's going through it.
There you go.
You ain't nobody said that you wasn't going to go through anything when you were birthed.
Yes.
Nobody. And nobody told you that life was going to be easy. You got to go through some bumps and bruises. You got to jump off, get on, get back on. It didn't work. Try it again.
Try again.
You want to try something again when it's in benefit of them. But when it has something to do with someone else, it can be as nasty as they want it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Yes. Do it.
Do it. Really.
Mm-hmm. Do it for you.
Yes.
Your healing journey is yours, but you have to do it for you. And let's talk about the power of forgiveness, because a lot of times people ain't trying to forgive. I used to be that person. I ain't forgiving you. I'm not going to forgive you. I'm going to hold on. No. But then I had to learn the lesson that the forgiveness is more so for myself, because when I didn't let it go, I did go through depression, massive weight loss, extreme stress and anxiety and all of that stuff that I was holding on because I didn't want to forgive, because you gonna remember what you did to me because you did this to me. I had to forgive. And when I did, I felt lighter. I saw the light that everyone, because I've always had a dope support system. I'm not going to lie. I've always had good people in my corner. It's like, girl, when you get finished, when you going to see that light. And it was me. I take full responsibility. It was whatever. I ain't never going to see the light. I can't see the light right now because they did this to me. And when I did forgive and realize like I was hurting myself.
Yep.
My lack of forgiving was hurting Chiquita, like for real.
Yes.
And when I decided to be intentional and forgive, I saw that light that everybody was telling me that I was going to see. I saw that.
When you forgive.
Forgive. You're doing it for yourself. That would be my advice to anyone that's listening, is that forgiveness is for yourself. I know it's like, how? No, listen to me. It is for yourself. We carry so much. All the time. And like you said, the more you push down, oh, trust me, it's going to find a way to pop back up. It's coming up. So you can push all day long, but it's going to come back up.
When you least expect it.
Yes.
When you are in the height of your happiness, here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't understand, why am I not happy?
Yes.
Because you never fixed it. The hole got bigger and it's now exploding. You've got to handle it while it's small.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to hold on to it like you was, holding it on in your bag, taking it under your pillow.
Yeah.
No, it's not cute when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute in high school. It's not cute when you become an adult and you have children looking at you. Because they see things that we don't see, right?
Yes, they do. Preach.
They see things, they see when you're unhappy, when you try to put that smile on.
Mm-hmm.
But they already seen you, that you was down.
Yep.
They've seen this. So if you don't want to bring that bag into your children's lives, take care of your business.
Yes.
Or go outside and get happy and then bring it in with you. Go get happy. And that's it. But you've got to take care of you. Forgive and you're never going to forget, because you can't forget.
You can't.
They be like, forgive and forget. No, I forgive. That forgetting part, I can't forget it, because this is what will shield me from doing the same thing over or doing it repetitively. That right there, not forgetting, like it's like when you touch the stove and it was hot.
Yes.
You're like, oh no.
Ain't doing that.
Exactly. So if you didn't remember that, you'll continuously touch the stove to get same reaction. No, you don't want that. Remember it, feel it, get hurt by it, get up and do it again. So this way, now when you see that stove, you be like, you know what? Let me put that glove on. And now go do what you gotta do. You learn how to protect yourself now. And if you like yourself, you'll protect yourself.
Oh, yes. Yes. Wow. Ernee, girl. Girl. So you've gone through all of that. And now you've written a book, right? That we're going to talk about one of the books. You wrote many books, by the way. Y'all, she wrote a lot of books, but I'm going to talk about just 2 today. But she has a lot of books. I'm going to link them all, okay? But you wrote a book called I Am Not My Stepmother's Abuse.
Yes.
Yeah. Walk me through that journey.
This one.
That one right there.
So what happened? I have a coach. Her name is Taria Avant. And she pulled a few people together. It was, I think, 12 of us. Pulled us together and, well, she put it out there and only 12 received. Who wanted to tell their story? And basically, it's pretty much who got over the story. Who went through it and got over it. From victor to victorious. You know, so that's how it ended up happening. So I'm like, wow, I never told this story before. But I know I went through it because now I can tell. But when you're writing about a trauma that you have threw to the side and you have gotten over it, to go through it again, on, because now you got to dig. You got to move all the fun stuff, move all that stuff out the way and go deep. Go deep to the bone marrow now, because that's how deep it is now. Go to the bone marrow and pull this out. There was some times where I just couldn't answer the question because I seen me as that little girl going through what it is. And I see how sometimes some people, when they go through it, they can't come out of it. I can see how that happens. And they're now reliving it again and they can't come out. And the reason why they can't come out is because they didn't get over it. I got over mine, but I found myself crying, filling up, and just seeing me now as an older person looking at this little girl. I seen her and I was feeling her also. You feel what you're going through. You hear the words. You see your environment. It's like going through a movie. And I know I had to give them the best story of what I can feel that was the best story of what I can put on paper that was understood from what I was going through. And when I seen this little girl, I found out the dreams I used to have. I found out the reason why I really don't wear pajamas. I found out there's a reason why I don't really use washcloth. I don't use washcloths. I use it to wash my face, but I don't use it to wash my body because that was a trauma that happened when I went to take a bath. I could only take a bath on Sundays. And it was during Price is Right. And when I took the bath, I went to go get a clean towel. And my stepmother came into the bathroom and beat me while I was in the tub. And she said, "You don't use anything in here unless it's given to you. You're to use that towel. You know, the one that you go to dry your hands, everybody dry their hands on.
Yeah.
That towel. And the towel was dirty. So I used the washcloth. I'll use the washcloth, dry it out, dry it. That's how that's how I dried myself off instead of using it. And I have tons of towels today. Tons. Until one time, and I would not buy washcloths until my husband asked me one time. He was like, "Why you don't buy no washcloths? All these towels, you don't buy washcloths." I, I don't, I don't, I don't like washcloths.
Yeah.
And I ended up telling him, he was like, "Look, you're gonna have to get over that because I like washcloths, and you're gonna have to buy some washcloths." So I started buying the washcloth, and I just don't use the washcloth. I use a glove,
Right.
but I will not use a washcloth to wash myself with like normal people do. I'm not doing it because that is a trigger.
A trigger. Yep.
So to stay away from the triggers, I wash my face. You get your lashes on, you go around it, you put your stuff. I will do that, but I won't use it as to take a bath or anything in it, and because it's triggers. So, with the book, it brought up a lot of things that this little 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old went through. I even remembered when I got my menstrual. All this stuff came up. Those things that went past, these things came up. I remember when I had to do the dishes. The dishes wasn't done clean enough. She threw them all back in the sink and called me, you stupid bee, and you got to clean this stuff right, and and boom, boom, you're getting beat for it, and all these things. I've seen it at my age now, so those things will never ever go away. But the book ended up surfacing, and to read everyone's story. You're not the first, you're not the last, and somebody is going through it right now.
Right now.
I'll tell this story and help the other person that's going through it. What good are we? You went through it, you survived it, and how are you going to help others? Put it in a book to let them know that you too can get over it if you hang on. Just don't give up, because a lot of people have given up when they couldn't take it no more. And putting a book like this together, I think, was a strategic idea. And we wanted to take it on a tour, but everyone had their own little lives to go through, and we never actually did that. But this right here is 12 authors that came together with their story, and it's like healing yourself all over again. Because you went through it, now you got to get back to it, go through it again, and get over it again. But now you're getting over it as an adult.
Yeah.
That's the part that I like. I was able to see her, talk to her. I spent some time with her too. And be like, wow, like, you're going to be all right, kid.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. So.
You did that.
Yes.
It's so much power.
Yeah.
In telling our story. And I just believe that we go through so much, but we have to use our voice, because there's someone listening today that's gone through something similar to us.
Yes.
And they're like, wow, they went through that, and look at them now. Look at what they're accomplishing now. They were able to see the light. So we can just touch one person with our story. I'm happy. If I do one person, I'm good.
Yes.
I did my job. Because I was embarrassed at first. I'm not going to lie, though. I was embarrassed at first of telling my story.
That's why we don't tell it. But when you are considered and you call yourself a grown-up, I'm grown. There's a lot of grown things that grown-ups have to handle. And things like this is when you want to step up and be grown up. And now you're not at fault for what happened when you was 8. You're not at fault. So handle it. Don't worry about how they're going to look at you.
Yep.
Because everybody got a story. Everybody got a story.
Yep.
So I was fine with it. First, you were embarrassed, but you're embarrassed more when you're growing up.
Yeah.
Because no one knew. You didn't tell that. You didn't share that. You're embarrassed because you think it's your fault. People are going to look at you different. They're going to treat you different. They're going to just think, you. And then for some reason, they'll throw it back in your face like they found out. So you see, certain things like that, you want to keep that as sacred as possible. But when you become a grown-up, open up Pandora's box, please. And
tell the story.
It's for the world to know, and whoever needs to be punished and forgive needs to get their punishment and get their spanking because they did something wrong to you.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Be a grown-up and tell your story.
Absolutely.
Nobody won't be funny anymore. What we'll do is embrace you. Mm, embrace.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. So here we are now. We are Ernee Peppers now. We are here. We are motivating. We are encouraging. We are teaching women how to make this money without hiding behind this table,
Hello.
using our voice, showing what we got, building relationships. So talk to
Hello.
me about that. Talk to me how you work the magic of lose that vendor's table
Let
and
me
let's
tell
make some money.
I started off as I did coffee. Okay.
Mhm.
Someone introduced me to coffee and they said you could make some money behind it. And I was like, that's what's up. Where it's at. Because you walk around and you see everybody, this coffee cup.
Mhm.
I didn't do that. But they gave what is this? A quote by Warren Buffett. What you like should be your hobby. But what the world likes should be your business. I took that to heart.
Mhm.
I don't like coffee, but the world likes coffee. Let's go get it. So I went in and I got into this coffee company. It was marketing networking business, and I decided to do something different. I'm always going to do something different. Okay, I decided because where I work, people are not interested in having their own business. Okay, they good where they at. They good getting paid whatever it was. I was. I wanted a little bit more. So I decided I like flavored coffee. Girl, I conjured up, digging, and I found and I created 35 different flavors of iced coffee.
Wow.
Hello. I did that. I was selling it at the job, making about $1,200 a month.
Wow.
$5 a cup. You put it in, the flavors, the flavors that was the high selling was the pistachio. When I say I made a pistachio, if you love pistachio, it tastes just like pistachio. It wasn't a little sip and you was like, oh, no, it's pistachio. Vanilla cupcake, butter pecan. I would grind the nuts up real fine, put it in the coffee. So when you sip, you're like, what's this? Put the whipped cream and caramel and stuff all over it, and boom, $5 a cup, baby. Okay, so now I said I'm going to take this to the vendings. The only one that was selling coffee, I did mine. Pistachio was green. I did red velvet, which was red, and I did the vanilla cupcake, which was the white. And I put them up on high little things, and I'm like, and then when I got there, I will give everyone samples. Put it in these little tiny shot glasses, whipped cream, caramel, and a big old straw. Pass it around. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I'm over there. Before you know it, I would sell out of the coffee. Like, before the event was even done, I was done. I'm like, what am I going to do now? So I decided to take orders. Take orders, and I will deliver it to your home, or you can meet me at my job and you can pick it up. And this is how I did. Then I put it in bottles. Baby, the best thing ever. So now what I did, that was one cup at a time. I decided one time I went into this room, into a breakout room. I forgot the guy's name, but it was at Circle of Sisters in New York. And I went into this breakout room. Before I went into the breakout room, I seen all these banners with his name on it. And I was like, wow, let me go in one of these rooms. Let me see what that's about. So he's in there, hundreds of people. They was buying his books, buying his courses. I said, I have a question, sir. So as I said, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Ernee Peppers. I have 35 flavors of iced coffee that I sell. Anyone interested in having samples, you can see me in the back. Now, question. I only did all that so that I can let people know that I was in the room.
Right.
Because I had hundreds of ears and eyes on me. And it was like, wow. After that, it's coming to me. Oh, you do coffee? Oh, I love coffee. Oh, my mama like coffee. This one like coffee. This and that. I was like, oh, really? You know what? I can deliver it to you because they all lived in the area where they can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put it in bottles. I showed them pictures. I said, I can get it to you. So I got the information, called them personally. Girl was making some money.
Love it.
I said, boom, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing breakout rooms. You get everybody in one room, hundreds in one room, and you sell whatever it is that you're going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Right then and there. Give them something for free, like a sample of the coffee. Give them another something for free. When you get the coffee, you can get this. And when you buy the coffee, if you got someone, you can get 50% off your next one. Oh, that's how I did it. That's what I teach. And I let them know because when you're in front of a table, you've been to these vending shows.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Yes.
some of them are on their phone. Some of them are too shy to speak. Some of them are just, what are you doing?
Yep.
What is on this table? This is not a garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Their table look like crap. I even teach them, for the ones who don't, I teach them how to public speak because you need to know how to public speak. You need to know your product. You need to know your services. Inside out, flip it, rub it down. You need to know it inside out. But people don't know that. I show them how to break their product down, how to introduce themselves. Dynamic public speaking strategist Ernee Peppers here, and I train women entrepreneurs just like you, and you too, how to generate $10, $15, $20,000 every and any event without investing in a sales book. I will teach you how to do it just like that. So this way you are your product.
Yes.
Bring them in. You teach them. I teach them how to speak. Get away from that. You're going to sell one thing and one thing only. You ain't going to be selling. You won't catch me selling all of my books. I'm going to sell just the one book that gets me to the promised land, which is this one.
Yes.
This is my promised land book.
I'm so happy you held that up because that's the one I wanted to talk about. So give me the title. What's the title of it?
It is called Mrs. Peppers' Playbook.
Yes.
The 7 most fun things to overcoming the fear of speaking publicly.
There we go.
So you bring just that because that's all I want to talk about because I don't want to sidetrack you with the abuse. I don't want to sidetrack you with the other book that I have, The Whole Entrepreneur. I don't want to sidetrack you with the 9 voices, 1 method. I don't want to sidetrack you. I want to focus on one thing and one thing only.
Right.
So I will now teach you how to get into how to set up your booth. You have a space for those who don't want to have and go out and speak to these millions of people all at one time. Okay, fine. We're going to show you how you can redesign your booth. Get rid of the table. That's first and foremost. Get rid of the table because the table is a barrier between you and your money.
Yes.
And they don't understand that. What I've taught them how to do, for those of you who listen, you might as well take this.
Write it down.
Get rid of the table. You're going to get a 1 stand-up table, a ball table. I guess that's a high table, 2 chairs, 3 chairs, or however you're going to do, little fancy chairs, and you're going to put it inside. You're going to decorate the table, and you're going to have that 1 book sitting on your stand, 2 books or whatever it may be, and you're going to give them some sparkling apple cider. Glasses. Get on in here, girl. Let me tell you about my book. Do you like speaking publicly? Do you know anybody that fears it? They're like, girl, I don't like, girl, here you go. Drink up. Here you go. Let's sit and we talk. Because now I'm bringing them in. I'm bringing them away from the audience and the traffic. So now they see, they're like, what are you talking about? People are going to come in. They come in because people are generally nosy. People want to know what's going on. And when they find out, they're like, oh, I'm like, oh, girl, hold on. Grab yourself some apple cider. Or those of you who drink a little alcohol, grab yourself a glass of wine. I'll be right with you. Matter of fact, all y'all grab it. Let me talk to y'all in a hole. Thanks for coming in. I'm Ernee Peppers. and then you get started. So now you have them coming in.
Mhm.
Everybody got a glass. Everybody's laughing. You throw some jokes around, and baby, that little booth now becomes your audience.
Mhm.
As they're leaving, people looking, they're watching. So I'm not just speaking to just for you. I'm speaking to them out there because
Yep.
I can speak real loud. Have jokes, this, that. Grab yourself some wine. Don't come out there. Come on in here, girl, and grab yourself a drink. And listen, I'm Ernee Peppers. Get up in here.
Mhm.
And they love it. They get the book. They get a pen. I give a free, beautiful pen. I give them that, a pen, and I give them an ebook that they can download about this event and how to do their event the same exact way. So I have mastered this.
Yes.
If you don't want to speak publicly, you still like the booth thing. If you like it, fine. And then I teach them, don't put all, I will only have this book sitting there. You will go to some places where they have 20, 30 of the same book sitting there.
Mhm.
Why are you giving people your inventory? So I'll go and I'm like, you ain't selling a book, huh? It gets people into your buying system. You didn't buy a book. No one bought you a book, did they? Because you got 30 of them on the table.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you nothing. I'm giving you one book on the table. That's it.
Yep.
If you want a book, I'm gonna go in the back. Here you go.
Yep.
You will never know how many books I sold or if I sold any. To
Right.
you, I've already sold out.
There you go.
And that's the attitude that you want to bring in. And I take it from there. I teach them how to speak with this course. I teach them how to do that. They hang out with me for 6 weeks, but it's only 6 times, once a week. I give them homework. I give them everything. We come back, we talk. Class be like for 4 hours, okay? But it'd be like 4 hours because we just talking and chopping it up. And we having fun, we laughing, we talking about the experiences, we're doing all that. So this is how I came to get in here, get out of that table, out of the booth, and get yourself some reals money. And now when you have these people, the ones you can get to, you already have their email, you already have that, you're sending them something free automatically.
Mhm.
And give them something. People like free gifts.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think I like to go to Costco's?
Everything free. Sample.
You get the free samples. Every sample. I'd be like, I sure will. I purposely go over so that she can say, would you like a sample? I sure will.
Mhm.
And sometimes I bought whatever it was. So you
Yeah.
give people a sample, you get your people, you are selling not just at the event, even after the event, you're still selling your product because you now have hooked them with an
Mhm.
item, with a free gift, and you have their number, you have their email address, and you have them for life. So anytime you go somewhere, they know that Ernee Peppers is coming. That's
Listen,
what I teach. And that's how you make the 10, 15, 20,000
you dropped.
in any event.
You just dropped so many gems. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all didn't write none of this down, go back and rewind and write it down, because what you just taught was how to build a relationship. One, how to command a room, like how to command presence, right? I'm coming into a room, I'm commanding presence. But then you did something that I'm really good at networking, and I love talking to people and building relationships. You just built that relationship.
Yes.
You just made yourself stand out in a way that they're gonna remember. What was her name? Ernee Peppers. Yes, I remember her. Oh my gosh, she was the one that, right? You built that relationship with them. You gave them something for free. You already added them to your email list. Let me tell you, people be sleeping on these email lists. Do not sleep on the email list, because you can sell out by just sending one email sometimes. So it's so important to command a room.
Yes.
Build that relationship. You gave them something, you gave them a little sample, something that's going to get them coming back. They're going to read your book. Oh, this was a really great book. Oh, she has a coaching pro, 6-month coach pro, or 6, I'm going to jump onto that. So
6 weeks,
6 weeks, but you're jumping onto that. You're giving them something to come back to. And that's how y'all do it. Like, if y'all didn't just write that down to at least get started, that's going to make you come back. Like,
that's right.
That's how you do it.
Or they can call me. They can email, get on my ear. Don't worry, I'm going to give them something free. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give them something free.
I got you. I got you. You
That,
built that relationship and you showed them that I got you. Like, I really want
right.
you to be successful. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I'm going to give you
Yes.
homework. I'm going to hold you accountable. Oh, and by the way, here's something else for free.
Yes. And sometimes if you want me to be at the event with you, you got it.
There you go.
I help you out. And that's it. I help you bring some folks up in there. Get them folks up in here. Get that room filled. Get that booth that you are in, that booth, move that table and get that booth filled. And come on, they can do it. They can command their little booth. You can get at least about 20 people up in that booth if you move your table. Move your table. There's a lot of room in there. Come on. People don't know how to do this because they're following the other people at the event that's doing the same thing, not succeeding.
There you go.
Here, please. Like I told them, I don't blend too well. I don't blend too well. I'm not a blender. You got to stand out and stand for what you are. I went to an event one time. Everybody had the same shirt on. Everybody had yellow. Everybody table cloth was the same tablecloth. Everybody, I'm like, hello. I said, like, let me ask you a question. Are y'all a singing team or something like that? She says, no. I said, so why did you choose to join them in? Because that's what she said. No, boo. This is your thing. You don't stand out. I say, if it was me, I would have stood out because I would have gotten my own tablecloth, my own banner, my own thing up in here. And I would have bought my own table because I'd have bought my little table, long table that's round and 2 chairs. Damn that table, that long table. I'm not doing that. Right. You got to stand out. And people will come to you and say, what you got going on here? Because you look so different. Yeah. People don't like to stand out. But when you stand out, you get the attention. I teach that too.
You need the attention.
You need it.
You
got a product. You got a service. Yeah. I'm not selling shoes. I'm selling books. Or I'm selling hair. Why does my table have to look like hers? Yeah. Because she's following the next person sitting next to her. I'm not trying to do that thing. We ain't doing that. And sometimes, let me tell y'all a little secret. Y'all gonna laugh at this. I went to events and I'm doing this, and I'm telling you guys this, to not do this at events. Do not do this at events. Do not do it because I'm going to tell you what I did. I played devil's advocate. I went to the event and you know how people say, oh, put your name right here on this piece of paper. Put your name, your email, and your telephone number. I'll wait good until the day is like almost done. When they got all their list of people. And I take my little phone and I'll come up to you. Be like, hey, hi, I'm Ernee Peppers. What is it that you're selling? And while she's doing that, I will take a picture of her list. I'm like, thank you. And buy nothing because you slipped up. Yeah. You did that. I just took on all the hard work that you did all day and I took it. Okay. So now when I'm sending things off, I've added you to my email, added you to my funnel. I'm sending you things. You put your name on so many things that you don't know who you met.
True.
So ladies and gentlemen, do not have people putting their names on a sheet of paper with their name, number, and email. That is very valuable to a person that has a product or a service. Do not do it. What you do is stop being cheap and get yourself a funnel. That's what you do. Okay? So that's my giveaway for you guys.
Listen, you done gave it all. Listen, I'm about to cut. Y'all better hire her. Y'all playing.
That's how you play it. I teach you how to get up in there, how to look different, walk different, talk different, dress different, be different. Own the room, command the room.
Command it.
Get your coins, baby. Yes. Because people like other people that commands the room because they can't do it.
Can't do it. I think it's important to a lot of business owners. Yes. Need to understand the importance of just being yourself too. Yes. Like And everything that you do, you're going to see there's so much thrown at you in social media, like buy this and buy that. And you're struggling with this and you're struggling with that. And you can take that information and you can buy that course and do whatever, but still be yourself. Like, don't go out there and try, like Ernie's going to teach you how to be the best, but you can't be Ernee.
But I'm going to teach you how to be the best you.
Right. As you, your authentic self. Because if you go and try to be someone else, you're not going to be successful. So take it, mold it. She's going to teach you all the tools to do it and do it as yourself. And I think a lot of business owners, I want to be like her. You can be yourself, do that, be yourself.
Yes.
And you're gonna be successful. I've had so much fun with you today. You've been amazing. Like I hope we get to meet one day in person because your energy is amazing. And I really enjoyed this segment with you today.
I loved it too. God, you had me go down to the bone marrow, girl.
I told you I was gonna put you there. I told you we gotta get there. But I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna take you there, but I'm gonna bring you back.
And you brought me back too. You brought me back. Yes. It was so needed.
Oh man. Can you let the audience know where they can find you?
Yes. I don't know if I send you, and I'm going to send. I don't know if I send you all this already.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
It is 6weeks.pepperspeaks.com. That's for the 6-week course. And for the books is books by Ernee Peppers. And if you want to get your free gift, darling, your free gift is Peppers Speak 3mistakes.com. Peppers with the S. Speak 3mistakes.com. That's where you get your free gift. I send you your free gift. You're gonna get, I'll probably send you a book too. Okay. But this is where you get started. This is where we start with our conversations. This is where we become friends. Okay. Because I love to speak to, I need your birthday where I can send you something for your birthday, what the baby's doing, when their birthday. Honey, I put it on my calendar so I can remember, okay? Because I'm not too good with remembering. But yes, get your free gift at pepperspeaks3mistakes.com. That's your free. Get your books by .erniepeppers.com. And come on in here and spend 6 weeks with your girl and learn how to speak publicly, how to get that, how to grab that bag at these events at 6weeks.erniepeppers.com.
Yes. I love it. Like
at pepperspeaks.com. Pepperspeaks.com.
We got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have everything will be linked to the show notes. So it's just an easy click for y'all. You don't have to be like, okay, what did she say? No, everything's gonna be linked right there. So you can jump on that. I got you, girl.
Thank you.
I got you.
Yes, thank you. Yes. I love when people say, I got you. Because when I say it, I'm like, girl, bye, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you.
And I mean it. To the T. I got you.
When you get the book, I'm going to send you a book too.
Okay.
We'll talk after this. But when in the book, I always say, I got you, boo. Don't worry. I got you. You know, and I just keep talking. And you're in my day when when I wrote this book. I'm telling you, girl, look, I'm a little thirsty. I'm going to go here. I'm going to put on J-Lo, some song I was listening to. I tell you step by step what I'm doing while I'm writing this book. That's the difference in this book. Okay. I tell you stories. I'll put you in it. Oh, goodness. I tell you stories like crazy. But it's only to build you up.
Yeah.
The lesson that you're going to learn through that. But that book I had a lot of fun writing. That was hilarious. Sometimes I'll be laughing before I even write it because it's even fun. But I am going to do a volume 2.
Okay.
Because I couldn't put everything in the book. And I've learned so much more since then. Mm-hmm. So there will be a volume 2 that I will get. So it's going to be Mrs. Peppers Playbook volume 2. Okay. So I'm going to do it up. I'm really to get down to that one too.
Y'all better stay tuned. Join her list.
Gee, hold on. I want to also.
What you got?
Tell you, I have a magazine.
Yes.
Okay. The magazine. The magazine is for entrepreneurs, and I put you in, and you tell me what you do, You get a page. I interview you, and you get in here. This right here was my first magazine that I did, and it's all about the entrepreneurs. It's also clothes, what you buy, what you get for your body type. I even tell you stories about your body type, what's best for you. And I just get into it, how you're supposed to. You don't really need makeup too much. Me, I don't wear that much, but for those of you, clean your skin, this, that, a lot of things that we forget. So I bring you back to whatever it is, and then I interview you, and I put the interview in the magazine, and you're able to click it digitally, and then you can see your interview. Honey, yes,
Yes, baby.
Yes, baby, into Baby Magazine. This is one of my favorites. It's a entertainment magazine. And I think I put everything in it because people don't put everything into the magazine that people need.
Yeah.
Especially for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs want to know who, when, what, where, when.
Yes.
They want to know that, and I'm giving you the entertainment. I'm giving you what other people are doing. I'm giving you stuff. So when you get into this magazine, I need for you to give them some stuff too, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that interview. Let me put that interview on that digital for you. Instead of it just being on the pages. Let them see you talk about the talk and walk the walk.
Yeah.
Baby. Oh, I'm going to start that back in 2025. For those
Let's get it.
who wants in, come on. Yes, baby magazine, honey.com.
Yes.
And that's
Ernee.
4 S's. Yes.
Yes.
And I thought that was a fun name because everybody says that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, girl. I had a girlfriend that told me, she was like, why would you want that name? I said, yes, honey. That's why I would want the name, because you didn't want it.
Yep.
Hello.
And watch what you do with it.
Hello. Yes, honey. So that's it. So people will talk you out of them doing things, talk you out of you doing things so that they can do it. Everybody can get a slice of this world.
Mm-mm.
And I would tell her, I was like, I ain't going to remind you that this is my world. You just in it. Okay? And she's like, you always say that. Because you're nasty. And instead of you supporting like I support you, you're always knocking and chiseling me down. But as you're chiseling me down, I'm chiseling up. Absolutely. And, that's it. There's a piece of pie for everyone. Everyone can get this money. There's enough people, because everybody is not going to do what Ernee Peppers do. Everyone is not going to do what you do, Q. Everyone is not going to do it. And hey, everyone is not going to be everybody. So be who you can be in your spotlight.
Yes.
And you shine as bright as you want. Because that's your life. That's your world. That's why I say, this is my world, my little world right here. And you're just in it. And you always say that. Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I had an amazing time. Okay.
I know. This has been awesome. And again, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the Beauty and You podcast. You guys, like I said, everything will be linked below. And you know how I do. Until next time, guys,